Oh, you into fitness? Wrong place, right guy. I'm Skullay, and this is the Soulfly Zone. Everything you see here has been shot, edited, and uploaded from my phone so you can see what it's like day by day for an aspiring fitness model. So, let's go. Alright guys, Tuesday afternoon, heading home from work. So, since I did my upper body power workout yesterday, I'm actually gonna start on TSGs today. Just gonna do the first day they have planned out today. It's like a chest, shoulders workout, but like I said, they have a lot of deficit work and different timing. There's like a couple of triple sets in there, supersets, or I think they call them giant sets. They don't call it. TSG doesn't call them that, but I think that's what they're called when you do 3 exercises back to back. Anyway, so I'm gonna go home, grab the bands and stuff I need for that, and see how it turns out. Give it a shot. I like the response I got from the relationship question and answer thing. I'm glad some of y'all found that helpful. So I mean, we'll try to keep that up. Next time, hopefully I'll have like more footage throughout the day, and I'll be able to answer those questions quickly at the end. But sometimes, I don't know, it depends on how in depth the question needs to get for an answer, I guess. We'll see. But anyway, much better mood today. Dropped the carbs down to 275, and I still feel full. I'm just gonna rely on those carrots, cauliflower, broccoli, and just broccoli on its own, because I want to still make sure I'm shooting for 40 grams of fiber a day, but anything over, I want to say 25 to 30, and I'm okay with that. So I'm still managing to fit in like some little snacks here and there, but pretty much cutting out any sauce. It's like 20 carbs just gone, just for to add a little flavor, and when I can get away with calorie-free stuff that will make the food taste a lot better. But I mean, it's just not really catering to my sweet tooth, that's all. So got that. I got a sweet potato in, and yeah, I'm feeling good. So hopefully this will be a good workout. And I gotta go home after the workout to make some pork chops. So I'm gonna get started on the day. Check on guys. Just finished up my first TSG session, chest and shoulders, and damn, all I can say is if this doesn't bring up my shoulders, I don't know what will, because that was a workout. It started off kind of familiar. I had like a power chest exercise, and just had to make sure you had 2-second deficits and 1 second going up. And so I was doing 4 sets at 3, and normally I do 5 sets of 5, so I went up from the weight I would do for 5 sets of 5. I just graduated to 250 recently, and I was gonna try to do 260, but I just did upper body power yesterday, so I was like, I'll compromise, do 255, and I made it through. But my bar speed on the last couple sets was not, it was taking me longer than a second to get it up. I was struggling just a little bit. So I need to talk to them to see if that is important. Should I still move up, or should I wait until I'm doing the rep tempo, with some certainty, some confidence on each set before I move up. Anyway, that was it's definitely something different, so try this out, see how it goes. This is it's interesting. The supersets I was doing on the second exercise, I had an incline barbell press, and it was like 4-second negatives, 2 seconds on the positive, and I started off with 135, and it's sets at 8, man, I barely made it through that first set, so I was like, let me drop down 115. And those last 3 sets, I barely made it through those. So hopefully if I start off, and once again, I did upper body power yesterday. I don't know if that's affecting it. I don't feel like it's the same type of fatigue though. It's not like, it wasn't like it was heavy. It's just like I couldn't push it anymore. It was different. So yeah, this it's kind of cool. So I mean, I'm always up for a challenge. This is definitely bringing out my competitive spirit. And man, really, like, we had a similar thing for shoulders, and then we just went hard with that triple set. Man, I brought my bands, and I was doing the bands were the last thing. And I was supposed to do sets of 30, and my shoulders were on fire by the time I got through, each, it was coming towards the end of each set. So really looking forward to what else is in store. I'll check in with y'all when I get home. Alright guys, I just finished, well, not just finished, but I finished making the pork chops for the week. And I'm about to go take a shower in a second. And, just reading over some of the comments from yesterday, and then, people were talking about the question and answer stuff, saying they like that stuff. Some people were talking about other things, and then some people were like voicing concerns about the whole TSG thing, me staying with the sponsor. And, like I said, I'm staying with them. This is great. I'm glad to be working with them. The program is interesting. But like when I first decided to compete, I was looking into getting a coach, and at first I was gonna go with Team 3D because I always look up their stuff, and I've learned so much from them over the course of me, like finding out about nutrition and all that stuff like that. And so when I talked to them on their little consultation thing, the things we went through, it was like, like they're trying to manage your expectations of what they can do and how, what kind of service they're going to be providing. This is, experimental, and we're going to try things, we're going to see how you feel, and it's more of kind of just almost like a mental coaching to get you through your prep. And, after talking with them, they would just discuss prices and all that stuff, and I was just thinking to myself, like, I'm not afraid to be wrong, I'm not afraid to try things out. And at the time, I had a lot of time before the show I was planning to do. Like, I made a decision to compete in March, I want to say, and it was like the end of March, and the show I picked wasn't until the end of July. And so I had plenty of time to, figure things out and see what was working, what wasn't working, if I hit plateaus, or if for some reason I wasn't losing weight. I felt like I had plenty of time, so I was like, okay, I don't need a coach. I can just do this on my own. Because like I said, I don't have any problems with being wrong. A lot of times, everybody wants the right answer right away, right now, and they just want, oh, tell me how I'm supposed to set this up, or tell me what I'm supposed to do when this happens. They want to have all the bases covered, when a lot of times the best way to learn is just by doing it. You can read the books, you should be trying to find out information, but eventually you're going to have to get out there, and try it. You got to figure it out for you. And so, I don't know, so a lot of people were voicing concerns, saying, I suggest you stick with the sponsor, stick with the coach, they're going to help you out, and no doubt, I agree they're going to help me out, but if I wasn't granted this sponsorship, it makes me think that, people wouldn't think I would have the tenacity or the know-how or stand a chance, or my chances wouldn't be as good, at getting this pro card, and I don't know, I feel like, what the coach is going to provide, it's not like somebody's out here and one of them is teaching me how to pose or anything like that, or working on my presentation. They're just going to help me with my conditioning and make sure that's on point. They have stuff laid out for when you're doing like bodybuilding, for like mandatory poses and stuff like that, and for power lifters, things to help them out and get them ready for meets. But physique is so new, it's kind of like anybody's guess. So I felt like the packages I was bringing to the last 3 shows, my conditioning was fine. So for people to say, stick with them, it's the show that's concerned. I think the mindset is a little bit off or whatever, but like I said, I'm sticking with them. I'm glad to be doing this, and I already see the benefits of having a coach and just not having, like, because, you know, I was fighting the decision to lower my carbs and all that stuff like that. But, you know, prior to this, I hit a plateau and, you know, weight loss for like a split second, and that's right away. I decided, you know, okay, well, I'm just going to add in cardio. I'm finally going to start doing it. And, you know, and recently I started doing these sprints. Now I'm going to be doing sprints twice a week under their suggestion. And, you know, it's fine. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm really trying to say with that. I feel like y'all shouldn't, whether this would have worked out or not worked out with the coaches, I want y'all to know that I was going to still do my best to go get that pro card. That's what this is all about. And no matter what the situation presents, you know, the only reason why I was concerned was the financial side, not from a standpoint of, am I really going to be able to get it, you know? So I feel like my chances are just as good either way as far as conditioning goes. Whether I step up and bring the package and present it well, that's what's going to determine, you know, and who else shows up that day, you know? So, just felt like I should put that out there. But I really want to thank y'all for showing your concern, and I'm willing to take input from everybody, but I just want to know, I want y'all to know where I'm coming from and where my mind state is as far as the concerns going into this contest. So anyway, that's it for today. Finished up the pork chops, about to go take a shower, and I got my meals planned out for tomorrow, and I'll just check in with y'all tomorrow.